days we're wild and free. From the deck we'll see it all. Laughing loud, having a ball. Are you ready? Let's hit the road. Eagle flying, watch us go. Mountain peaks to valleys deep. Every turn a promise we keep. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Till the fun come for the ride. Island hopping, here we come. Sunny skies and beating drums. Finding treasures new and old. And with stories yet untold. Campfire glow under the stars. Whispers of the moonlit stars. In every corner secret calls. The world awaits in wonder and fall. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Join the fun, come for the ride.
Well, hello, everyone.
Cheerio, everybody.
Cheerios, Cheerios.
Oh, we already got people with us.
Yep. Welcome to Hump Day with PK Adventure Travels. That's right.
Bazinga.
So we are starting off our week. So thank you everyone for coming. Today we are going to be chatting a little bit about getting on and off the ship.
Yes.
And preferences, pros and cons for getting on early or getting off late, things like that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get started, I don't know, Christine, do you want to tell them what happened last weekend? Because I know people have probably seen some of it in the chat, just so if you're comfortable talking about it at this point, of course.
I mean, I fell off my bike and I broke my ankle in 3 places while we were camping and had to be dragged out of the woods.
Yep. So after the fact, I mean, of course, during it, we're all scared, all crazy, trying to figure out how to get through the woods because of the.
It looks like currently.
Yeah. Ow.
I don't go to the doctor again until Monday when I have my ortho appointment to find out about surgery.
Yep. So why are we getting feedback?
I am working on editing my own video for the first time for the channel. Yeah.
So,
We're getting some bad feedback, though.
yeah. So anyway, that was what happened this past weekend that interrupted our camping trip. But hopefully the ortho, gives you some good news and we can get everything squared away. So, all right. Well, if you are here for the replay, give us a good old hashtag replay so we know you are here, and we do appreciate it. And if you're here in the chat, thank you, and welcome. So let's go ahead and welcome in some people. Mel, would you like the honor this time?
Yeah, it's my laptop, so
all right, you welcome in people, and I'll go with the stream deck this time.
Okay. First up, we have Bell.
Hello there.
Hey, Peter, thanks for coming.
And second up, we have Big Family Expedition.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in, Big Family.
Oh, and then I like this person because they have a name called Mel. So Mel runs things.
Well, thank you for watching while you working, all that kind of stuff.
Hey. How you doing?
And of course, Cruise Nuts.
Mike. Guess what date it is, Mike? Guess what date it is?
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right, just so you know, Mike, I'm working on a new sound for you, but I didn't get it all taken care of before the live show tonight. So our next one, you'll have your own special sound, sir.
Yep.
Hi,
Peter's
Mike.
life is an adventure.
Yep, it is definitely an adventure.
Yeah. Once we knew she was okay, of course, and we established that. Of course, we had to pull out our phones and record it.
Right?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. It's going to get 1 million views.
Of course it is. I'm going to make us go viral.
Excellent. All right. So, yeah, it looks like everyone's
Yes,
connecting with one another.
Yep. Peter says hi, Christine.
Yeah.
Hi, Peter.
And then we got Peter also is watching from Australia.
Very nice. Very
Oh.
nice. So it's what? Technically morning there now, right? Because it's night here in the States.
What are they? 20? They're 20-something hours.
Yeah. He's in the future. We're talking to someone in the future.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome, Peter.
What's the lottery numbers for tomorrow night?
Excellent. All right. So let's talk about getting on and off the ship. You know, everyone's going to have their own take on should you get there early, should you get there late.
Don't forget to take the poll.
Yep. And then the same thing with getting off the ship. It's 10:40 a.m. there, right before lunch.
Oh, okay.
So, there you go, Mel. Mel's more in the future. She's in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Awesome.
fancy.
Awesome. I know Mel wants to actually visit New Zealand.
I want to go to New Zealand. I want to rent a camper and drive New Zealand.
Yeah, some beautiful countrysides. Beautiful. And hell, it'd be awesome to do that in the outback as well. But then again, we need to make sure we arm ourselves because I think everything can kill us in the outback.
That's why I kind of want to go to New Zealand first.
But it would be amazing in the outback. So.
All right. Well,
Excellent. All right. So, yeah. So
Yep.
we've got the poll going on as well. I think I covered all the bases, you know, getting on and off as early as possible, getting on and off as late as possible, on early, off late, or on late, off early. So
we've
a lot of
actually
choices.
we've actually changed the way since we started cruising with Christine and CJ. We've changed the way we've done ours. We've gotten on early as possible and got off as early as we could. We used to just be the last people off.
Yeah. And I think it depends as well on what you have going on, you know, the day that you board or when you get back. So we'll dive deeper into that as we talk pros and cons and kind of some of our thought processes. But let's start with getting on board the ship. So first and foremost, we'll do our little poll here. And again, you guys can do your poll online. But Christine, when is your favorite time? Or I should say, what are your pros about getting on the ship early?
Well, when you get on the ship early, if you try to be one of the first on, it's like a whole added day on your cruise.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I do prefer getting on as early as possible, taking my time. I don't feel rushed. And I can and I usually take that day to like get to know my surroundings.
Yes. Man, I'm thinking back to like before YouTube and ship tours and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Where you went into it blind. I
Right,
remember
right.
they used to have a little thing that was about the size of a credit card that would flip out into a mini deck plan, and you were trying to eyeball it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
So I think, you know, having your time to sit down, have a nice lunch, get your room, you can unpack. I mean, even on a little weekender, we'll get there early, unpack. Usually we know the ship because it's a weekender, but then we're there longer, so it feels like our cruise is a little bit longer.
yeah. And I'm saying you're paying for it. I mean, you're paying for it in parking too, because if you're on a
Yeah, you
7-day
might as well.
cruise, they're charging you 8 days worth of parking, so you may as well
You might as well get
Oh,
there.
get the best
yeah.
bang for your buck.
This is important. The drink package works on the first day.
It does. If you get the drink package, it does work on the first day because they cut you off on the last day.
They do. Unless you find a really cool bartender.
Yeah, if you make good friends with bartenders, you might get away with
Yeah, I've been able
getting
to.
a little beverages. Now they'll still give you like your coffee and stuff for free, but yeah, they normally will shut you off on
Booze.
booze on that.
Yeah,
one.
I've been able to leave the ship with Bailey's in my coffee before, so
Well, it's also worth noting that you have to make reservations and when you can show up because of the way COVID, it changed everything. So you have a time assigned to you to when you're supposed to show up. So not everybody's showing up at the same time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know that they're following that so much anymore.
Loosely following.
Loosely, yeah.
Yeah.
But they still are doing it. They're still assigning you a time. And I have seen them, well, at least on Carnival, I've seen them refuse people if they're not in that time slot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could vary by cruise lines.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there have been sometimes, like when Mel and I got on the Utopia, we were there an hour early just because traffic wasn't as bad as we were anticipating.
They let us ride.
And they were just like, come on.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to depend on the situation, basically, in the cruise line.
Yeah. Welcome in, Cruise Bolero.
Hey.
Hello.
So as Christine said, one of the advantages is getting more out of your day as far as getting on the ship early. One of the other good things is
we're frozen.
Whoa.
You're frozen. Well, while Ryan and Melinda are frozen, another good thing about getting on the ship early is you have better chances of getting the reservations that you want if you go straight to the reservation desk. So if you want to get that, Wonderland reservation that's hard to get, you have a better chance of getting it if you come earlier on the first day. Also, spa reservations are better on the first day. Oh, up here they come. I hope. All right. Well, also on the first day, you get better seating at the pool deck. So that's always fun. Let's do this, guys. Here I am by myself. So I'm just going to keep on chugging on because Ryan just texted me and said, looks like you're riding solo. Okay. So let's talk about getting late on the ship. Getting late on the ship means you have more time at home. Get ready, your last minute things. And you can take your time getting to the cruise port. However, or if you're visiting, maybe you want to stop that last, trip to Disney on the way to Port Canaveral. However, the bad part about that is, it's definitely going to be more crowded when you get there onto the ship, but you will get right into your room and not have to carry your luggage anywhere. So that's a bonus. I'm just going to check the chats here. Oh, hey, KK Travels. I guess we're still here. Can someone text and tell me if we're still here? Hello? All right, well, no one texts to say I'm still here. So I'm just going to continue talking. Leaving early on a cruise. The earlier you leave, the faster you get off the boat. For us, it's very convenient because we don't have to take an extra day off of work. Just leave the ship in about an hour or so. We're home and can get home in time for work. However, staying later on the ship, you can take your time, get another half a day out of it, eat breakfast. A lot of people like to stay on the ship later. CJ and I just have a preference of getting up early because we can get back to work without taking any time off. Again, I just want to see, are people still watching? Please make a comment if you're still in the live so I know that you're here. I'm working and larking in my own life and broken. Elena Nightbot. If you could go anywhere in the world for free, where would you go and why? Oh, here they come.
Oh my goodness, people. I'm so glad it kept going. Thanks for keeping it, Christine. All of a sudden, Mel's laptop just froze on us and then completely shut down.
It went on strike.
Well, I got to be honest,
So
I probably was boring. I got through the rest of early day and a little bit about getting on the ship late. It's better when we're together. Let's be real.
All right. Sorry, things are still trying to load here, so it's taking me us a moment here. All right, so did we talk about cons? You said you talked about cons about getting on early?
No, I didn't go too much into that because I started losing my crap, to be honest with you, and just started rambling.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's get back to getting on the ship then. And yeah, Mel, you can try to figure that out. So let's talk cons then about, well, before we go, hey, Bill, Wormstrong Adventures, thanks for coming in, and KK's Travel and Education Vlog again.
No,
Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think all of a sudden, just everything went haywire on us. So, but I think we're good. Maybe. Let's see. That would be it. Yeah.
Whoa, where's my new sound? My new sound crashed it probably.
Oh, the new
I
sound?
was talking to the chat a lot. I'm like, please just say anything.
All right. Holy moly. Okay. So cons about getting on the ship early. So I think one of the biggest cons with getting on the ship early is lack of access to your room. And so with bringing all your carry-ons, if you do your carry-ons, which most people are going to at least bring a backpack, you're going to have to carry that with you everywhere you go.
Yep, unless you have the key or some special program that you bought through the cruise line.
Right.
There's also not a lot to do on the first day if you get there early. Like you're swimming.
Yeah.
But you can go get your dining reservations taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I talked about
that. Okay.
Yep, that's definitely a plus. But yeah, one of the cons is dealing with that, especially if you're. I think we just froze again.
Yeah.
Oh
Did
no!
No.
No.
Look at
What
that.
is going?
Melinda has.
We still hear you though.
I think let's keep talking until you're gone.
What the heck?
I don't know what's happening here. But one of the other cons with getting on early is
hold on. You can't hear us, can you?
Okay. Well, looks like they got booted off again. Let's talk about my adventure. Oh,
and let me restart this.
I still hear them.
Oh,
I still hear you guys.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try to keep going with it then. I don't know why we're having such.
With PK.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know why we're having such problems with this tonight. So, but yeah, one of the other cons is that when you're on super early, there are going to be limited food options.
Yes.
So usually even the Windjammer, or the Lido deck, depending on what cruise your line's on, is not going to be open until close to 11:30, 12 o'clock. So if you're getting on at 10 in the morning, you're just basically going to be wandering around the ship before you can even get somewhere to get something to eat.
That's true.
So,
although pizza is usually always open.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And coffee.
And coffee, yeah. And on Royal and on some of the royal lines like celebrity and stuff. The buffet style when Jamar usually opens around 11:30 on the first day.
Right.
So you're waiting too long.
Yeah, definitely. And
Oh, come on.
yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. We're just having major technical issues, just like Chet had this morning, Sea Lake Journeys. But I do see that Jeremy came in, so welcome in. Hats on a mission. Thank you guys for coming in so much.
Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl's here too.
Hey, Cheryl, can you guys still hear us?
We can still hear you. We just can't see you.
All right. Well, I guess
You can't see me. You can't see me.
All right, we'll keep rolling then.
Yep.
Keep it
All
rolling.
All right. And then I think that then probably wraps up the cons for our getting on the ship early. So moving on about boarding late.
Yes.
So boarding late.
Shut this off.
Shut what off?
Turn that off.
Oh, sorry,
Well,
guys.
let's decide to join us.
Oh, the Pokemon Hunter?
Yes, the hunter is home.
Sorry, guys. This is like a terrible episode tonight with all these technical issues.
It's because CJ is not here. It's his fault.
He's here. You just can't see him.
They were there, and then they weren't.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yep.
keep moving then.
All right. So let's talk about boarding late. So pros for actually boarding later in the day.
Less crowds.
Yes.
That's the only thing I had to think of.
Yeah.
Sure, but then there's more crowds on the ship.
Yeah.
True.
And worse parking. But that's
Worse
it.
parking. Yep. All the good reservations are gone.
Yeah. Well, you're in the cons now. We're still taking with pros. So shorter lines for check-in
Because
generally.
there's not a whole lot of pros.
Well, one of the other things that's a pro of getting on late is generally your rooms are going to be ready when you get on. So if you
Well,
wait,
that's true. Yes. Yes.
yeah. So if you're waiting and you're getting on the ship, 1:30, 2 o'clock, you're just going to be able to get right on and go to your room.
You could probably bring your luggage right with you because you don't need to
Exactly.
drop it and just go in,
All right,
drop.
I
Just
got
get in the pool with a cocktail.
Where we at?
Knitting with Cheryl and family. I think we already said hello. So
Hello.
yeah. And then we also have Sail Whiskey Dream. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, thank you guys for dealing with this. Yeah, obviously we're having some major technical issues on this side. I don't know what's going on. And then Tony's in. Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Welcome to the party, pal.
So let's see. So we talked about the pros, shorter lines, rooms are ready, and really less waiting around. I think we may have already mentioned that as well. So most things are going to be open at that point. The only waiting you'll be doing is going to be, just in line as far as waiting to set up reservations or something like that.
Oh, and there's also a possibility.
We're back! I think from now on, we're going to bring my MacBook in here because I think Mel's doing too much. We got this one not expecting to do lives and video edits and stuff like that. So
It
I
just
think
means I need a new laptop.
I think we're overloading the system here. All right, so that's then one kind of wraps up our.
Oh, one more comment on going late.
Wait, we were talking pros on board.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so now we are going to be talking about cons of boarding late. Another one in. Welcome in here, RV Talk.
Hey.
Oh yes, thank you as well. We hit 1,000 subs last week, so it was definitely an exciting. And we're going to be doing a kind of a celebratory 1,000 sub show with some giveaways once we're back from Helen. So next week we probably will not have a live show because we're going to be on the road to Helen for the vlogger meetup. But then the week after that, we will be having March starting camping again, but we'll also have some giveaways and a thank you to everyone for hitting 1,000 subs.
Right.
So, yep. Yeah, I agree. I think you did, Tony. Our live brought in more people when we did our collab, so we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tony.
We're definitely going to start meeting and interviewing other people because I had fun doing that actually.
Yeah, and we're returning the favor that that we had when we first started with the Go Live Together crew. With After Dark, which is now the Usual Suspects, doing our first interview back March, about a year ago, I guess. It was with Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl, and then we did one with Traveling with Tinkerbell. So anyway, got sidetracked. Sorry, squirrel. All right, so talking cons then on getting on late. So
we mentioned a couple of them already.
Yeah, we talked a little bit. One of them is left time to enjoy the ship, which Christine already kind of started talking about.
I say you might be able to miss lunch, possibly.
That is true.
I'm going to say that, especially if you did specialty dining and you missed that opportunity at Chops or whatever, might be open to you as a part of that. They're only open for an hour or two right away, and then that's it. They're closed up to prep for dinner service.
Yeah.
Well, one of the pros I mentioned for getting on late is if you're truly on vacation, it gives you like a little more time to make that last jet stop to Disney before you get on the cruise or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, M made it in. I see you changed your stream name. So welcome in, M.
Oh, what is she now?
M.
Okay. M.
Yeah, at first, M, when I saw that, I was like, wait a second. But then I saw the magic blue wrench, and I'm like, wait a second, that's MM. So excellent.
Wait. You see something?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go give her something.
Hello.
There you
go.
Hello.
I got a new sound. I'm very happy about it. Hold on.
More. And that's the air horn.
Go! That's going to get annoying real quick.
Not if you think if it's a hockey goal.
What are you talking about?
That's what she said.
Anyway, sorry. I'm having fun pressing buttons now.
That's because I gave him that
That's
job.
what she said.
All right. All right. So continuing with cons with getting on the ship late. I think you guys had alluded to it already. That if you have, for instance, and this is specific to Royal Caribbean, I don't know if other lines have a similar item, but for specialty dining, if you get the unlimited dining package, you're not able to book reservations until you're on the ship, connected to their Wi-Fi to do it in the app or talking to, a maitre d' or something like that. So if you choose to get on the ship late, then you're that much further behind trying to get specialty dining. And if it's popular times of the day or popular restaurants, you're going to be just at whatever the leftovers are. So
you can eat dinner at 3 p.m. or 9:45 p.m.
Or 9:45, yes. And some of the places will have limited availability. So number one, Azumi's Hibachi, generally a very popular limited availability. And if you're, for instance, going on the Utopia and you want to try to do the railroad, the Utopia station, right now, Mel and I made it on there because the second we got on there, we went to the Utopia station and got put on the wait list.
Yep.
But it was booked out before we even got on there. So again, if you're going to get on the ship late, you're going to sacrifice potentially, depending on the food package you have, getting ahead of the game and earlier on the wait list or in line to make these reservations at prime times.
All right.
So.
Switching gears, how about when we disembark
Mm-hmm.
early.
Sure.
What's,
We can talk
what's,
that.
the, what's the advantages of that? I guess you
Mhm.
could still get almost a full days of work,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
depending on the port.
depending on the port and where you're going. But yeah, some of us can get off a ship at 7 and punch in at 10 and not use any vacation time.
Yes.
Especially
Those are.
Tampa or Canaveral.
Yeah, I was going to say for us lucky, if we're going out of Tampa or Canaveral, and heck, even Fort Lauderdale and Miami, it's a 4 or 5 hour drive. So if we get off and we're on the road by 7:30, you can at least do a half a day potentially.
Sure.
Right.
Just depends. So that's definitely an advantage. Also, for those flying out, if you're able to get off early, then you might have some time to explore the city if you get a late flight. So before we go too far, I see a few more people that have come in. So I think we already said hello to Najuma, but if not, thanks for coming in again, Najuma. And then we got Will G who has come in. Thanks for coming in, Will.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And then RV talk is any RV plans? Yes, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but we absolutely have some plans.
Yeah, we're next month is going to be our RV month, so we're going to switch from cruising and go back to RVing.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to be taking our RV up to Helen, Georgia next week for the meetup.
Mm-hmm. We're going to Unicoli State Park,
yeah.
I think is what it's called, just outside of Helen in the mountains.
Right.
So I guess a little preview just for you, RV Talk, because you asked for it and you're awesome. Yeah, we're doing that. And then in April, the current one, which might change, is Kissimmee Prairie. So that's a good place to go to see like the stars and the moon and stuff like that.
That's a designated dark sky park.
Yeah, a designated dark sky. Yeah, you need like red lights when you go in there. Even when we came in late that one night, even though we were in an area that we were allowed to use headlights, we were still getting just like nasty looks. Like turn off your headlights and drive in the pitch black with a little pocket light that's red.
Yeah, whatever.
So, but we've got that coming up. We're also going to Mayaca State Park again and actually do an RV, which beautiful wildlife, and it's got that elevated walkway bridge. We're also going to be doing Devil's Den.
Yep.
Which
Fort
is
Wilderness.
Fort Wilderness at Disney. Christine's right. We got that.
Fort Wilderness at Disney. Devil's Den, though, for those of you who don't know, it's I guess it's like it's cave, like a sinkhole cave that you can dive in. That's crystal clear, and you can dive and snorkel and stuff like that. So we're doing that, as you guys said, Fort Wilderness, also Anastasia Park over on the other side in August. So basically, once a month, we've got at least one good camping adventure plan from now until almost the fall.
Yeah.
So.
And CJ and I even already came up with a way to make my RV accessible for me.
Yeah,
cool.
Since we have a toy hauler, I might be hauling her.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you could just put the back instead of it being a porch, put it down, and it's your ramp to get up.
Yeah, it's the only way to get her wheelchair up.
Yep.
So
don't worry, we'll get you in there.
Yep, and he wants to know how you guys are liking your new camper.
Oh, we love it.
We love our new one.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, not that our old one had anything wrong except that whole hurricane water damage thing, but beyond that, no, the new one is really sweet.
Yeah, it's great.
It has things we didn't know we wanted, and we definitely got rid of the things we realized we didn't need in the first one, or like the bunkhouse aspect. It's not needed for us in that respect. So, so we absolutely. Unfortunately, I've got maintenance on it. I got to do ceiling this month. I've got to change out my power jack this month. What else? Oh, I got to do all my lubrication with the dry lube for my joints. So I got a lot of stuff coming up with the RV for March.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be next month's
topic.
top.
But that's next month's topic. So we digress. So let's get back though. But it's definitely stuff that we'll be talking about coming up.
We're trying to go back and forth so we can share the love between RVing and cruising.
Absolutely. All right. So getting off early, we talked about being able to either get back to work if you're local or see more of the city. or town you're in. If you're away, let's see here.
I wouldn't say it's fewer crowds anymore. It used to be fewer crowds, but I think it's becoming more and more crowded to get off early.
Yeah, there's a lot more self-disembarkation than in the past.
It used to be.
People are hanging out on board for breakfast or for whatever that years gone by. I agree.
Yep. So let's talk cons. So cons, number one, you've got to get up super early, because if you're off at 7, that line's already forming at 6:30, 6:15 in the morning.
True.
So you're going to have to get up. And if you have a long flight, or long drive, then lack of sleep's potentially going to catch up with you, unless you're like us and we do Dunkin' every 5 minutes.
You have a designated driver. Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah, and PKAT runs on Dunkin'.
That's true. We do.
We're not sponsored by them, but we would love to be sponsored by them.
Yeah.
Yes.
We spent enough money there.
I'll rock your Dunkin' costumes.
Yeah.
I think one of the other cons of getting off early is food options. A lot of times the Lido's not going to be open if you're trying to get off as soon as they dock and are one of the first disembarkation. You're grabbing the croissant and fruit cup at the coffee, the coffee place.
Yeah. If you're even doing that.
If you're even doing that. Yeah, true. Sometimes it might be just enough to grab a coffee because we know we got to have coffee.
But by the way, you cannot bring the coffee off the cruise.
Yeah, at least on Utopia, they didn't let us take it off. Mel had to chug her coffee.
My coffee right there before they let me get off board.
And man, was she singing. Mel does it down like she was like chug, 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 chug.
I just got it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste it.
Yep.
I've never had a problem taking it off until like recently.
Yep. That was the first time. And it happened as well when we went into one of the ports. I think it was on the Utopia as well.
It was in Canada.
Was it Canada?
It was Canada.
Oh.
Well, that's
I had to sit there and chug that one too.
Yeah.
They only want you drinking Tim Hortons if you're in Canada.
Hey, I'll do that any day.
I like my Tim Hortons.
Oh, yeah. No, they're good stuff too.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts North.
Yeah. One of the other things, I guess one of the other cons to think about is that if you're not already packed the night before and you're trying to pack and be one of the first off in the morning, that can add to your stress level. But we know CJ, he doesn't pack early. He starts to organize in the suitcase early, 3 days early.
What are you talking about? He doesn't even take his crap out of the bag.
He did on the Alaska cruise.
Sure did. I fully unpacked for that.
Listen, we're already packed for Norway. And when we get on the ship to Norway, about 3 days in, we'll already be packed to get off.
No. That's a 14-day, babe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 7 days.
4 days.
Yeah, you got a whole week of being unpacked.
We're really good packers.
Yeah, well, Cheryl would be proud of you because I think they're already packed for Booze Cruise 4.0 at this point.
We'll be packed the night before.
Yeah.
That's
Morning.
us.
Morning of.
I've done the morning and has still drive to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about getting off then. Some of the pros and cons. Actually, you know what? Before we do that and before we have other computer systems.
You're going to crash us again.
I'm not going to crash us. At least I hope I'm not going to crash us.
Our gobble and go gravy boat, mashed potatoes with a side of pecan pie and
That's right. Winner, chicken dinner. So take a look at this.
White wine to the title.
Oh, yes, with the Zinfandel.
With the Zinfandel. We'll be right back, but take a quick look at this one.
Attention all adventurers and travel lovers. Are you ready to embark on the ultimate getaway? Join PK Adventure Travels for an unforgettable group cruise aboard the brand new MSC World America, a ship that redefines luxury and adventure on the high seas. This is a 7-night Caribbean cruise departing from vibrant Miami, Florida on November 22nd, 2025. Imagine spending Thanksgiving week surrounded by turquoise waters, warm sunshine, and breathtaking destinations. Here's what's in store. Explore the tropical paradise of Roatan, Honduras. Discover the stunning beauty of Costa Maya, Mexico. Dive into the vibrant culture and crystal clear waters of Cozumel, Mexico, and enjoy pure relaxation on MSC's private island, Ocean Cay, where white sand beaches and exclusive experiences await. You don't want to miss this opportunity to cruise, connect, and create memories with like-minded travelers. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or both, this cruise has it all. Spaces are limited, and this is your chance to sail with PK Adventure Travels and experience the Caribbean like never before. Call now or visit us online to reserve your spot. The countdown to your dream vacation starts now.
Yay!
Great.
Phil's having fun with the new sound.
I like that sound. It makes me think I'm at the hockey game.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? But let us know. We still have some rooms. So, yeah, let us know if you guys want to hop in on that. And the links are below. You can reach out to Mel or I on our Expedia email address, and we'll get you some pricing.
Yep.
All right, so pulling into the home stretch. So we're talking about getting off the ship late and what the pros and cons are for that.
You can enjoy your breakfast.
Yes, I was going to say one of the big pros is take your time, enjoy the breakfast. Everyone else is, standing in line and trying to hustle and bustle off the ship, and you can just relax and have a
we've
really
literally
good
been the last people on the boat before
Mm-hmm.
when they start calling you.
Yeah, that's when they're like, Parkers, you have to get off the ship.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, no rushing. Usually if you're waiting to be one of the last ones off, most people are already gone. They're already off the ship. There's not a long line to get off. And if you're letting them take off your luggage the night before, it's going to be pretty easy to find in an empty warehouse when you finally get down there.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would be the last one.
Yeah. And it's easy to know if it didn't come off the ship, if it's not there. Or,
Exactly.
or if someone took your luggage by mistake.
Exactly.
Which I think someone had that happen to them. Was it? It wasn't CJ's parents or something. Didn't somebody take the wrong luggage? Oh, I think it might have been Jeremy and Cheryl had that happen, where someone took their suitcase. It looked identical, and they got the other suitcase. And when they opened it up, they're like, "Wait, this isn't our stuff."
I don't remember. Somebody told us recently that they got the wrong luggage.
Yep.
Or their driver picked up the wrong luggage. I don't know what it was.
Right. Right.
But when you disembark late, you also have the potential of missing your flight, depending on when you got your flight scheduled.
Yeah. So you got to be careful.
You got to be careful with how far the airport is and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the other pros, though, with getting off late is if you are going through customs and if you are going through one of the places that still manually checks, your passport or your driver's license, there should be less of a line there. So, because a lot of times you get off the ship really fast, but then there's still Disney World lines for customs to get out.
The last couple times has been where, especially if you got a passport, you just walk up to the screen and it recognizes your image and you just keep walking.
Yeah, not all places have it.
Yeah,
yet,
not all of them have it. But, at least Tampa, Canaveral that we've been to, and I think
Miami started to get
Miami,
as well.
Fort Everglades has it too.
There
okay.
we go. So a lot of the Florida ports
Florida
then have
ports.
got it. I know when we got off of the New Jersey one, I don't think they had that. We still had
No, they didn't. I don't remember them.
when we got off of Port Liberty.
I don't remember Seattle.
So
Do you guys remember Seattle?
I think Seattle had it. Yeah,
they may have had it.
I feel like it did.
And then I guess we'll find out if Galveston has it next year,
Yes.
when we go there. But I'm sure we could ask Jeremy and Cheryl on that one. So,
Yeah, but getting off the ship, you're not feeling rushed. You're a little bit more relaxed. Because you got a stress-free morning, basically.
Yep. So let's talk flip side as far as, there you go, G-Town, hats on a mission. Hey, Jeremy, do you know, does Galveston Port have the face reader if you have a passport that you just basically walk and you stop and they take a little selfie and then you just keep on going on? or do you still have to hand your passport over and they manually check you out? So if you hear that and have the ability to chat, okay, so they do have it too. So cool. So they also are having a quicker ability to get off, which is another reason why, even though you don't need a passport, having a passport when you go cruising is going to make things so much simpler.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I think one of the other major cons of getting off late is lack of areas for you to really hang out in. Yes, you'll be able to stay in Lido for a while. Yes, you might be able to stay down on the promenade or the main strips a little bit longer, but you're going to be kicked out of your room still before 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're again going to have that same issue that you have getting on the ship early with lugging your luggage around. If you're taking everything off yourself, or at least lugging your backpack around if you're keeping a carry-on. Because I'm always going to have a carry-on, because if I do decide to have my luggage go out the night before, I still need room to put my CPAP, because I still need my CPAP, and that's going to still be lugged around with me getting off the ship, even if I wait. So that's definitely a con of getting off early. Oh, and for the record, Jeremy and Cheryl, I'm also working on a sound for you guys that maybe me trying to do all that while we were going live.
Their sound crashed
overloaded and crashed us. But next live, you guys will have some sounds as well. You got to use something.
I like that one.
How about this one?
Fake news.
Or this one?
We're not going
But
back.
I like that one.
You got one?
No, I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
what else? What else do we have as far as cons with getting off the ship late?
getting off the ship late. I don't know. You have to leave.
Yeah, that is a big one. Having to get off and actually leave.
Yeah.
But no, I guess one
driving
of the other,
home and then having to go back to the real world. That's a con.
Yeah. One of the other things that is, I think, kind of a con, depending on what you're doing, is if you're driving and you get off the ship late, you're also going to be fighting incoming traffic and people trying to park in the parking deck while you're still trying to get out of the parking lot.
Yes.
So the later you wait, if you are driving on your own, the more difficult it's going to be as they're starting to reroute traffic and things like that to get ready for the next.
Especially in Terminal 3 in Canaveral.
Yeah, Mel knows that. It was a nightmare when she was picking up her parents.
I don't know who decided to run the show that day, but it must have been their first day. That's all I could say.
Yep. And Jeremy says thank you. Yes, and he's given us a full meal. We have chicken, we have eggs, we have pork, we have bacon. Man, that's a good meal right there.
Especially those eggs being so expensive.
I know, right? Wow.
Expensive. But Cheryl and Jeremy can afford it because Cheryl's getting a chicken for her bathtub.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Where's my puppy? There she is.
All right.
I think we're done. Oh, do we want to see the poll results?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the poll.
I didn't vote. Forgot to vote.
Yeah, I forgot to vote too. I was still working and lurking.
Yeah. And you had to step in there and
save
the show when our whole thing locked up here.
Yeah, you tried doing that with the broken leg while working and trying to cover for your.
I'm sure you did beautifully.
No, I'm sure people laughed. They're like, "Who is this lady?" Bye, Felicia.
And I totally closed it out, and it is totally not showing me the poll results.
Awesome.
So there's just all sorts of.
You're fired.
Of trouble in the PKAT technology world. There we go. I just had to refresh it. All right. So what we have is as early as they can for both came in with 58%.
Awesome.
And 41%, so darn close, was on early but off late to maximize the amount of time that you're completely on the ship.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and then 0 and 0 for the other ones.
yeah. So on late, off early, that's a 0. And then as late as they can for both on and off was 0. So it was almost a 50-50 split between on early and off late, or on and off as early as possible.
Well,
So,
I guess that's your answer there.
yeah.
Everybody wants to maximize the time on the ship.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
Duh.
And for us, it really depends on where we are and what we're doing. So I would say 99% of the time, it's on as early as possible. And then about 80% of the time, it's off as early as possible, especially if it's in a port that we're going to be driving home. Then we want to get on the road.
I think even when we were in the Utopia and we weren't with them, we didn't have to rush.
Yeah.
We were going to stay on late. That was our
plan.
And we got bored waiting around, so we ended up leaving.
Yeah. So we were just like, nope, let's just go. It's like, there's no one down here. We may as well just get off.
We actually tried to delay it.
We did.
Hi, Boo Boo Bear.
But,
you okay?
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for those who made it all the way through. This show was not the smoothest due to technical errors on our side, but we do appreciate it. Again, next week, there will more than likely not be a Wednesday show. I don't have a thumbnail up because we will be in the mountains of Georgia visiting my my aunt and uncle and cousins.
We might do a live next week, but we will try.
Yeah.
To let you know. But Friday, tell them about Friday.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should announce that one. So this Friday, Melinda and I will be representing PK Adventure Travels in the match game with Scott. So if you guys want to see the shenanigans, just like we saw last week with Cheryl and Jeremy on the match game, tune in this Friday.
And if anybody has the answers to the test, send it over to me, okay?
The answer is always the same. Sausage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Sausage.
can remember that. Or Pixie.
Yes. But anyway, so yeah, you can catch us having some fun with the match game crew this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So.
And everybody thank Christine for stepping up and stepping in and filling in, and hope she feels better.
Yeah.
And pray. I can go next weekend, but we'll see.
Yes. Fingers crossed. We'll see what the doctor says. So
yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks again. We'll catch you this Friday if you tune in for the match game, or potentially with a pop-up live sometime camping next week. So until then, we'll see you on
The Scenic Route.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.